Hey there, people of YouTube. If you're wondering why I have a little glowing dot taped to my hat, it's a head tracking dot. Now, it doesn't glow to the naked eye. It's an infrared LED. Human beings wouldn't be able to see the light emitted from it. However, the camera shows it really brightly, and with a couple of filters, we can make it so that it's pretty much the only thing it really pays any attention to. And in doing that, then we have a singular point relative to my head's position that the computer can track. Now, it's going to take me a minute to transition software and so forth to demonstrate exactly what it is I'm doing, but through the magic of video editing, you probably won't notice a whole lot. Okay, welcome to part 2. This is RoboRealm. As you can see, we're basically doing a capture of the desktop, so you can see the software as it's running. Now, RoboRealm is a hobby-level software package intended for robotics, video tracking, head tracking, and so forth, object recognition, face recognition. It's a really powerful piece of software. Now, you may notice it's a whole lot darker. That's because we're using a heavy gamma filter to dial out some of the ambient light. Now we'll add in our contrast filter. Now, something interesting to note, the camera is looking at me and I'm looking at the camera. So if I turn my head to the right, the dot moves to the left. If I turn my head to the left, the dot moves to the right. Horizontal flip. Look at that. And so on. Now we keep adding filters and eventually we end up with this, where it really pretty much just looks like a little red dot moving around on a black field. And that doesn't seem too terribly interesting till you see how we go about doing it. I mean, just tracking a dot on the screen, moving a dot on a black field doesn't require anything all that spectacular. We're going to disable, actually we're not going to disable, we're going to edit this particular feature where we're drawing a vector circle, and we're going to tell it not to clear the current image when it draws a circle. And what this does is it allows it to show the blob and what lighting the camera is making out from through the filters, but it also still draws a circle and shows my date and time. I found this is really handy for troubleshooting in various lighting conditions, because it will let me see what the camera is seeing through its filters, through software filters, as well as what the software is trying to do with that information. And you can see, if you look very closely, occasionally some ambient light shows up reflecting off of my face, and this will throw it off a little bit. That's why it really helps to sit a little further back. I'm going to have to project my voice now. It really helps to sit a little further back from the computer for these projects, because you have less light noise showing up on your face that these small charge coupled devices cameras will see. So that's redneck head tracking for all you YouTube people. Get out there and start experimenting. Have some fun with life.